Almost 5 stacks of iron blocks. I really let that one go a bit too long. Hey, buddy, do you know where this iron came from? Do you know where I got it? No, you don't. Hey guys, so holy crap, we got a slime infestation in here. So we are on our way to Mrs. Gulch's house. Why? Well, I need to brew some potions of healing. And I'm gonna do that over here in my little brewing room that I set up. We'll just go ahead and replant this. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's see. What do we need? Alright, time to make a glistening melon. I believe you do that with like this. Yep, glistering melon. Oh, glistering, not glistening. You need these to make potions of healing. Why are we going to make a potion of healing? Well, zombies are harmed by potions of healing and healed by potions of harming. And, well, why are we trying to kill zombies? Well, you'll see shortly enough. You'll see soon enough. Remember that zombie dungeon? Of course you remember it. We've been talking about it the last few episodes. Well, yeah. That's your only hint. And ooh, even though this witch farm ain't going all that fast, we still gotten a good amount of stuff. And let's see, I'm gonna need 2 glowstone. Oh yeah, and we need the gunpowder bit to make them splash potions. There we go. Just do that. And that. Whoa, what is that sound, you ask? Well, it's the sound of about 200 villagers occupying the same space. Let's see what happens when we drop some zombies in there. Yep, that's right. I actually, I set up the zombie spawner. The tube, I reworked the tube, the disposal tube, so that it goes in here. And the zombies come up here and turn our villagers into zombies so we can get experience with them. It's gonna be like popcorn. Popcorn's popping! I think the popcorn's ready. Zombies glitching out. Okay, cool. What the hell? How did those... Where did those 2 zombies come from? Come on, what the hell? Alright guys, watch this. Oh yeah, I love doing this. I can't even see any. Ooh, look at all the stuff I got. I got armor. Oh man, look at all this. Enchanted chainmail armor? Jeez, nice. And the cool thing about chainmail armor is that you can repair it on the anvil. Oh, you're not enchanted. You can go away. Gold armor? Ooh, protection tree, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't put a proper killing system on here yet, so... we're gonna... Alright guys, so unfortunately, a mini crisis happened, and a lot of the footage that I shot for this episode became unusable. So, yeah, and that's unfortunate because I'd done a lot of on-camera work on the zombie thing. The words are failing me at the moment. Yeah, the zombie thing, the village zombifier, and I'd done a lot of off-camera work making it better, and so now we've basically just lost all that. So that's kind of unfortunate. So what I'm gonna, but instead of taking the time to redo it all, and ooh, listen to the noise, which is what my temptation is to do, I'm just gonna sort of make the rest of this episode sort of an episode where I wander around doing random things that need to be done and ramble about things. And I'll of course give you a tour of what I've done. As you can see, I've added a lot to it, and I've cleaned up this area, added several levers and whatnot, and changed it around a bit. So yeah, and then I'll just kind of do things and talk, and it'll be good. So yeah, I've been doing some enchanting. As you can see, I got myself a nice axe and a nice shovel, and yeah. So I also added a crusher onto this thing, and because there's like, I think there's like 250 something villagers in there, I'm going to go ahead and harvest all the experience from them, and we'll take it from there. So this switch here controls the lights in the zombie dungeon, and that just turns them off, so now zombies will spawn. This lever here opens up this chute here, the zombie input, so that the zombies can fall in with the villagers. And then this lever closes off this passage here so that no more villagers can enter. And we'll do that just before we kill the zombies. We'll close both of these just before we kill the zombies, so that after we're crushing them, we don't have full health zombies that we end up having to kill. Basically just a way of making sure that all the zombies in one batch are at the same health. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I brewed some more instant health potions. Now that we have a crusher, we'll only need to use one of these to kill a zombie. Which is good, because each one costs almost a third of a gold ingot, so yeah. This is so awesome. I did widen the walls of this because what was happening is that whenever I'd start up the game, villagers would glitch out. Whereas now that the walls are too thick, what happens is they just glitch into the walls and suffocate. And I'd much rather that they just die instead of glitching out, because then I have a bunch of villagers running around. Oh, okay. So before crushing them, I always close off these valves so that I don't have any full health zombies come in while I'm in the middle of crushing them. And then this lever is the crusher. So, just like the Skelly dungeon, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm not going to go the full 19 because I don't want to risk losing all these because it's like 250 zombies, and so then... And of course we have... this never gets old. I absolutely love this thing. It's not as fast as some other experienced grinders like the infamous Enderman farm, but it's just so convenient because it charges, basically, it's like a zombie dungeon, but one that's constantly producing zombies even when you're far away from it. The only requirement is that the chunks that this thing is in be loaded, because villagers will breed as long as the chunks that they're in are loaded. And I've actually been looking at ways that we can make chunk loaders that will allow us to force the chunks here to stay loaded even when we're really far away, far enough away that they wouldn't normally be loaded. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to enchant? How about a pickaxe? Just see if we can get something cool on pickaxe here. Let's see, where will my... Yeah, we'll do a pickaxe. And yeah, one of the things we're going to be doing this episode is making a way of throwing away garbage items that we don't need. Alright. Oh yeah, and I dug out this little enchantment room. It's right below the zombie spawner, so that while we're enchanting, we can watch the zombies spawn. I think it's kind of cool. So here, let's see. Come on, give us something good. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's you can combine it with this pickaxe to get efficiency 5. And we'll pick up the rest of our experience. Okay, guys. So now that now that we've gotten it so that we don't have 200 villagers in here, and I'm just going to turn the game volume down because this is getting kind of ridiculous with like 100 villagers there. I'm going to give you a proper tour of the villager disposal system. Because at the end of the last episode, I believe we just had him fall into a thing of lava that I don't even think I was able to show properly because we had, because a similar thing happened. I lost some of my footage. Long story. Okay, so villagers, when they get disposed of, when we dispose of a villager, like when they have a bad trade, like this guy, they go up into this overhead disposal chute. And why didn't you just like see that guy's up there right now? So they go into the disposal chute up there, and that let's see, do we have any blocks that we can jump stack up with? Yep. And then they come along here to this chute, which drops them in that chamber right there. Okay, so also, if all of the villager holding cells in here, the sales cells we'll call them, are full, then the canal that goes below them comes along to a water elevator right here, which goes up into the disposal chute up there. And I'm just going to get rid of this stone column right here. Yeah, like that. And so this disposal chute, as you saw, drops the villagers in here. And I have a piston set up so that I can block it off if I want to prevent villagers from dropping into here, into the zombification chamber for any reason. Now, we have the zombie dungeon, which I set up in a similar manner to how I set up the Skelly spawner, except that I did a bit neater of a job of it. And And I also put an on-off switch for it that uses redstone lamps. You saw that in a previous episode. And the zombies will spawn, and they get washed. They get washed into a different water canal, which comes up through here. So yeah, the zombies come up through here, and when I unblock this and turn on the zombie spawning here by switching those lights off, then the zombies drop in with the villagers and turn the villagers into zombies. God, I love this thing. I should have built this ages ago. I should have built this even before the iron golem farm. Like, seriously. It's that good. Oh, and a diamond pickaxe for 10 emeralds, and you suck. Guess where you get to go. Okay, guys, so I think for the rest of the video, I think I'm going to do a little mini project. And I just went and got some supplies for it. One of the disadvantages of this experience grinder is that your inventory can quickly fill up with all kinds of junk. I mean, look at this chest. Sure, you get tons of enchanted armor, but really, I have infinite diamond armor. Am I really going to be wearing leather and gold armor? I mean, chainmail, maybe, if I can, you know, get some good enchantments on it, but really. And then there's all this rotten meat right here, and iron tools that aren't really useful, and it's just like, come on, and your inventory just fills up. So we need a good way of getting rid of this. So what I'm going to do is build a little toilet. And, oh yeah, I enchanted some stuff off screen, so, yeah. First, I am going to turn the sound down because it is, yeah. Alright, when I get a hold of whoever's idea it was to give the villagers a sound, I'm gonna freaking strangle them. So basically what I'm gonna do is have some burning netherrack, and I'm gonna have a dropper that will spit the items onto the burning netherrack. So let's see, where do I want the toilet to be? Where shall I have my throne? Okay, so I turned the volume down to, like, what was it? Yeah, 9%, because these guys just won't shut up. And I also temporarily move some of this junk over here. Of course, when this device gets complete, we'll just dispose of all of it. But, yeah. The annoying thing is all this armor each takes up one inventory slot. Of course, that means it'll move through our toilet very quickly. Alright, so what we're essentially going to have is we'll have a dropper that's oriented like this. Under the dropper, we will have a block of netherrack. Pretend this stone is netherrack. It'll be on fire, and we'll have some hoppers over here and a chest, a nice large chest. Put items in the chest. They'll go into the dropper. Dropper spits items into the burning netherrack, and bye-bye garbage items. And oh wow, you guys have been having quite the orgy up there in the orgy tower, haven't you? Guys have been busy. Well, you're going to be useful to me now. Alright guys, so I just took out this block here because I think I can get away with it. Also, I think I've made up my mind. I'm going to have the toilet right here. See, I'll have this chest sitting on a hopper. And then, what I'm going to do is, out to about here, I'm going to raise the entire floor back here one level. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And I can use a regular staircase to get into the enchantment room instead of this half-slab one, because now you can sprint upstairs, so they're no longer inconvenient. And yeah, that'll allow me to raise the floor out there one level, still have the staircase start here, and not get in the way of these chests right here. This chest has something in it, but this one has nothing in it. So yeah. Whew, I am so indecisive sometimes. Alright, let's get started. Enough chit-chat. Alright, so. Ooh, hey, give me back my chest. So, we have what we're going to do, let's start from the very bottom. And I'll use the Silk Touch to mine the stone. Man, it sure is nice being able to just use Silk Touch whenever I want and not having to save it, knowing that I can just enchant as much crap as I'd like. Alright, so we have a dropper right down here. It's going to face this way, okay? Then we will place a hopper on top of it, and we'll have the chest right here. When we put items into this chest that we want to get rid of, we put them in the chest, and they get fed into this dropper here. Now, all we have to do is create a way of making the dropper automatically start firing whenever there are items in it. And we already know how to do that, because remember, we did it with the item elevators. Add like a whole episode to them. Now let's see, how am I gonna do this? I can't make the redstone this way, because there's the water chute this way. But I'm pretty sure I can make it come out this way. I only need a 3x3 area. And I don't want it to be in the room, so yep, I can make it come out this way. Okay guys, so I decided to do all the work for this off camera because all of the complicated parts, aka the redstone, are basically identical to the redstone for the bottom part of the item elevators that we did. I mean, that's essentially what this is. It's the redstone circuit down here is essentially just a circuit to make a dropper automatically fire only when there are items in it, and then stop firing when there aren't items in it. So yeah, that should give you an idea of how it is. And I decided to move the burning netherrack directly in front of it because I found that sometimes the item wouldn't quite make it to the netherrack, and then because of the way item bunching works, you just get a bunch of items down there. It's not a big deal, but I really do want to have this thing spitting items into the fire. So let's test it out. So it's not the fastest, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? And we have this huge double chest, and that we can just fill with as many garbage items as we want, pretty much. So let's do that. Let's get rid of all this armor that we're never gonna use because it's weak. I think I'll keep the chainmail armor for now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I originally said this is a toilet. Well, this is a Minecraftian toilet. It's what we use to get rid of our waste products. So that means that as a young male YouTuber, I have to make all kinds of crude third-grade toilet jokes. So here goes. Look, it's a toilet! It's a toilet! I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm sitting on the toilet. Crapping out stuff. Sitting on the toilet. Ah ha ha! Oh wait, we gotta do this properly. Woo! It's a toilet. It's a toilet. Oh man! It's a hot seat! I'm on the hot seat! Okay, yeah, well, guys, please don't judge me too harshly for that. I'm not usually this immature, just some of the time. Okay, one more. Yeah. Do I look like I'm usually that immature? Do I? Come on. That's a serious face. Okay guys, so I think I'm about ready to end this episode. This is, as I said, it's a derpy episode, so I see no reason to make it a really long episode, so I think we'll end things by just doing a few collections at a few of our favorite farms, starting with this one, since, well, let's see, yeah, over 200 villagers accumulated while I was making this toilet. Yeah, it's very indecisive and kept ripping it up and redoing it, so let's do it. With the first zombie spawner on. And let's go down here and watch him spawn from the best seat in the house. You can see him spawn. Oh, I hear villagers suffering. I hear villagers suffering. That's what y'all get for giving me lousy trades, yo. That's what you get. Did anyone order a large popcorn? Because it sounds like popcorn's popping right now, doesn't it? Oh, we gotta turn the sound up just a bit. Slimy, nasty popcorn. Zombie popcorn. Popcorn that turns into rotting flesh when it pops instead of nice fluffy corn. How disgusting. Why is that zombie on fire? Like, wait, what? How the heck did that? There's a zombie that was on fire there. How did that? Is there sky exposure here? Oh, come on, that's not possible. There's no sky. What the? Was there some? One of them must have a sword or something enchanted with fire aspect. That's probably what it is. And it tried to hit me and accidentally hit one of the other zombies or something. I don't know. There's no... The only way they'd be catching on fire is if they're directly exposed to the sun, but I don't think there's... Is there a hole in the roof up there that's exposing? I don't think so. Jesus, and they're still going. Alright, now we close this off. Close this off. Turn the lights on so we don't get any more zombies spawning. And... Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I don't think we need to go more than that since we have a splash potion here. And... And any items that we don't want just get tossed in the toilet where they belong. Jesus. This never gets old. Alright, let's go do an enchantment. There's one I'd like to try. I'm not sure I'll be able to, though. Efficiency 4. We'll put that there for now. I want to try to combine this silk... no, not... Alright, here's what we're going to do. So I have this Efficiency 4 pick that I enchanted earlier. Let's try this combination. What? That's only 21 experience? You kidding me? Huh. It's Alright, we'll do that. Ooh, I think I accidentally did it the more expensive way. The cost can change depending on which order you place the items on the anvil. So, watch out for that, you know. Don't just place them on any old way. Be sure to check out both ways. And I think I ended up spending 32 points instead of 21. But who cares, because we'll get more villagers shortly enough. But now I got Efficiency 5. Alright, we got that collection out of the way. Now there's just one other collection to do. Oh yeah, another successful harvest. Okay guys, so I think I'm going to end off this episode by just doing a little trading, and while I do that, I will sort of talk about what my plans are for the near and not so near future. Okay, you stay. I have gone for an unusually long time in a Let's Play without having gone to the end and beating the Ender Dragon. And I'm not going to keep you after all. I mean, that's something that normally happens much sooner in a Let's Play. And there's really no reason for me to have delayed. I mean, I could easily do it pretty much anytime I want to. I mean, like right now, we have villagers that will sell us Eyes of Ender. I have a good, you know, would definitely qualify as a good experience farm. I have an infinite source of diamond tools and armor now. I have plenty of arrows, so there's really nothing that's stopping me from going and beating it. However, there are a few reasons why I haven't gone and done it. First of all, it's kind of mainstream, you know? It's something that a lot of people do early on, and so I kind of like to do things in a little bit of a different order in my Let's Play. But you probably figured that out when I built a huge iron farm right at the start. That was like the first real project that I had at all. It was just building the huge iron farm. So you probably figured, okay, this guy doesn't like to do things in the standard order when you saw that. And, you know, I think that's a good thing. I mean, you know. But also there are some other reasons that I'm thinking of that I have for not wanting to go to the end and doing the whole Ender Dragon thing right off the bat. A patch that's coming up soon, 1.7, is going to introduce a whole bunch of new biomes. So in other words, they're changing the terrain generation algorithm in the upcoming patch. Now let's talk a little bit about the way terrain generation works. When you explore an area for the first time, it gets generated, and then it will never get regenerated again. It's the way it is for good. So if you explore an area and then the terrain generating algorithm changes, and let's say it would then put a new biome that's been created in that spot, well, it's not going to do it if you have already explored the area. And that means that to see the new biomes, you'll have to go farther away from home. And so I figure, you know, since we have this update that's right around the corner, that's going to give us, oh, what the heck is happening there? It's going to, you know, introduce new biomes. Why not hold off doing this thing that will involve exploring, you know, a whole bunch of new area? Why not, you know, just wait for a little bit to do that and do something else? It's not like we don't have stuff to do. I mean, this project may be really good right now, this thing that I've built, but let me tell you, there is a whole bunch of work that I can do on this thing right now. For example, the fact that the farms that I currently have are disgraceful. Like, why should the wheat farm be a whole boat ride away from the place where I actually use the wheat? Why? Why should that be the case? And the reason is, well, there is no reason. I really should have some underground farms right here. And there's just a whole bunch of things like that that need to be done in this farm before I can even come close to calling it complete. So yeah, and I figure, you know, since I have things to do now, why not wait to go to the end until after the update, and then maybe I'll discover some new biomes along the way. Another thing, I was going to go out and look for horses, but now I'm going to put that on hold as well until 1.7 hits, because, you know, something's wrong with the water up there. Oh well, it's not a huge deal, but I want to fix it eventually. Okay guys, well, that's enough rambling for one episode. My rambling box is tired. So, yeah. Peace out, everyone. Rate, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. Well, I guess you don't really rate anymore since it's just a thumbs up or thumbs down. But like, subscribe, whatever. And, yeah. Peace out.